A big play there on the first play of the game. 56 yards on the ground.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 19 yards away. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Go.
Now Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Good. Come on. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Thompson, the rookie from Bama. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
You got tight right there. Kill. Off.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Murray now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. Shotgun now from Murray.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 55, Mike, guys, 55.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. They'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Line 36. Line.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
36 to Mike. Mike 36.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Over the middle to Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, a give to Penny. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selecting running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the 2nd round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
So they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
36 to Mike. Push him back. Line 36. Line 36.
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. A first down carry here for Johnson. And an alley to run. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Line 36. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Get that ball. Watch
To throw again. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert 3.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get 1 mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
On third down, Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And it's third down.
Grenade! Line 36! Come on, D! Play! 36 to Mike. Check tight. Mike 36. Mike.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Wilson now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on second down. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Mike Evans. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their side,
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marquise Blair, second-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Andy Lee now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson being chased out left. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 6-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tempo.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
when we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let him know, let him know. Watch 36 up. Four down. Line 36. I'm coming.
Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We got 4. Watch 20, check 20. Check 50. Four down. Hey guys, listen. 22, check, cover. 22.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Completion left side to Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
36 to Mike. Target.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check. Touch 50. Run pass.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Penny, a first down carry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll run it again with Penny, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. Wilson, and he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They begin the drive with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set, hut. 60 outlaw. Off.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 miles.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Jones has it. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Didn't knock it free, but, boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Throwing is Murray on third down. This is Johnson. He's got it. A third down gain of 19.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. First down, Murray. And incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Mike 35. You don't want to.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. That's caught over the middle by Seals Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. Murray now on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This one caught by Isabella. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Johnson, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike, 36. Mike.
Watch 36.
Now Wilson throwing again. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, Wilson completes it to Dixon. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 33-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
36. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught right side, Dixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The 15 yards through the air and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This time Wilson will throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Alert. Check that. We're right 52 right here.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
Watch a slap.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Murray flushed out right. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Murray now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year.
We got 3.
Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
I'll go special. Alert. One.
Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. 40.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
3 down. Come on, guys.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Forced out to his left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
Let's go. 6 yards. Watch by 4. All day, pump.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cardinals, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.